Hi, I'm Debbie Brown with DebbieBrownQuilts.com, and I want to show you how I'm going to quilt this border using this stencil and resizing it and jazzing it up a bit. So this border does not actually fit this stencil very well, but I'm going to put it on anyway. And this is a full line stencil. It's available on my website. It is ribbon candy, which is my favorite machine quilting design ever. And what I love is I can match up this design and have it start wherever I want it to. I want it to start right on this line here, so I can fold the stencil on that line and pull it over. And I can see through the stencil to see if this is, it's about 1/4 inch on each side. I'm going to take my old pounce pad, and by old, I mean old. This one's probably 20 years old. I'm going to give it a little bit of a whack, and I'm going to rub the pounce over the stencil. And if you see these markings here, I can now move the stencil over. Oh, I kind of ran out of juice there at the end, so let's see. How do I match the stencil up when I put it again? So, is that at the top middle of this one? Yes, it is. So there is a run of ribbon candy. Now, you can see it's a little closer here, a little further up there. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to follow that stencil. Now, I'm going to bring over my machine. I'm using my Handy Quilter Forte here, and I have the pinpoint needle laser positioner. I always get that wrong, the name of it, but I'm going to press the up and down button here. Start it right there. And I'm going to reach around to my left handlebar because I have a little knot button there. So I'm holding my tails here. And what I'm going to do is use this stencil as a general guideline because it's going to help me with my spacing. So let's see if I can stitch around the camera here. And when I come down to the bottom, I am going to stop in the bottom here, and instead of just following the stencil, I actually brought it down closer to the seam line, and I'm going to stitch a couple loops. So 1 loop, 2 loop, 3 loop. I'm going to come up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, what's fun about this design is I never look at each individual ribbon candy. I look at the whole run of them. And when you look at all of them together, going across, I like the way it looks. So 1 loop, 2 loop, 3 loop. 1, 2, 3. I really like how that turns out in the border. So the stencil didn't fit it, and it didn't have that interior loops, but it made a really fancy border. And when people see that you've done this, they'll say, "Oh my word, you're amazing." And you'll say, "I know, right?" So go to my website, DebbieBrownQuilt.com, DebbieBrownQuilts.com, subscribe to my newsletter, and also check out if you're interested in this stencil. This is under the full line stencils. I have 2 different sizes of ribbon candy, and I also have some pounce pads. Thanks for tuning in.